Hello future doctors, welcome back to another video lesson from Rose Medical Lectures. I am Tania Rose Jacob. In this video, let's discuss about the multi-drug resistant tuberculosis as well as the prophylaxis part. In our previous videos, we already discussed about the properties, pathogenesis, clinical manifestation, laboratory diagnosis of pulmonary TB, extrapulmonary TB and latent TB, as well as about the treatment of TB. I have provided the link of those videos in the description box of this video, so you can check over there. Follow me on Instagram for many medical flashcards as well as slides based on all videos that I am posting on my YouTube channel, as well as for many case discussions with detailed explanation. Link of my Instagram page is also given in the description box. Let's move on to the topic. What is multi-drug resistant tuberculosis or MDR-TB? The MDR-TB is defined as the resistance to isoniazid and rifampicin with or without the resistance to other first-line anti-tubercular drugs. The multi-drug resistant TB can also happen when people with TB don't take all prescribed treatment drugs that are instructed, or when they only partially complete the course of the treatment, or it can happen when the patient take their medication, when the patient skip to take the medications, or sometimes the people are infected with the resistant bacteria from the start, from the beginning itself. Sometimes the people may get infected with the resistant bacterial strains. If the person has MDR TB, they can pass it on to the other people. Even someone has had successful treatment for TB, but they can become infected and develop MDR TB later. The MDR TB happens when poor treatment plan designs was recommended or when low quality treatment drugs were provided. It's very important to follow your doctor's prescription to avoid the drug resistant TB from occurring. If possible, the doctor should run tests to identify the drug resistance when you have been diagnosed with TB to identify the MDR TB early. The treatment plan for the MDR TB involved the another group of antibiotics called the second line antibiotics for longer course, which are more toxic and expensive. But the second line drugs are necessary to cure the MDR TB. The DOTS Plus program is a program initiated by the RNTCP for the diagnosis and treatment of MDR TB case. According to this program, 6 drugs are given in the intensive phase for 6 to 9 months, followed by 4 drugs in the continuation phase for 18 months, and this table shows the standardized RNTCP regimen for MDR TB is given in this table. You can see over here. And extensive drug resistant TB or XDR TB are basically the multi-drug resistant TB case which is also resistant to the fluoroquinolones and at least one injectable aminoglycosides. The treatment of XDR TB is extremely difficult and have high mortality. Next, the RNTCP or the Revised National Tuberculosis Control Program is an initiative of central government which provide the leadership to anti-tuberculosis activities in our India, in our country. Next, let's discuss about the prophylaxis against TB. BCG or Bacillus calmette-guerin vaccine is given as the tuberculosis vaccine, or it works against Mycobacterium tuberculosis, the bacteria that cause the TB. It is a live attenuated vaccine, which means the bacteria is not killed but just inactivated using some chemicals. It is lyophilized. Lyophilized means it is in freeze-dried form. That means the manufactured vaccine is in powdered form, and this freeze-dried form should be reconstituted before administration using the normal saline. Not using the distilled water. We should use normal saline here because the distilled water is an irritant. Once it is reconstituted, it has to be administered within 1 hour. Actually, liquid media or fresh form of vaccine is also available, but it is less stable, and whereas the lyophilized form is more stable and it is recommended for use. Dose and strength of BCG that we should use is 0.1 milliliter containing 0.1 milligram tuberculin unit or TU. Alcohol should not use to wipe the skin. BCG vaccine is given above the insertion of left deltoid, and it is administered by intradermal route by using a 26 gauge tuberculin syringe. And if BCG is administered properly, there will be some changes at the inoculation site. After 2 to 3 weeks, a papule develops, and at 5 to 6 weeks, you can see shallow ulcer which is covered with crust. During 6 to 12 weeks, a permanent tiny round scar of about 4 to 8 millimeter diameter is formed. During 8 to 14 weeks, the Mantoux test become positive, and if overdose is given, the lesion or the scar become larger and irregular in size. Many trials shown that the BCG has a variable efficacy of 0 to 80%. The immunity that we are getting by this vaccine lasts for 15 to 20 years. Even though BCG may not protect the risk of tuberculosis infection, but it surely gives protection to infants and young children against the tuberculous meningitis and disseminated tuberculosis. This vaccine gives protection to the infants and young children against the tuberculous meningitis and disseminated tuberculosis. Next, let's see what are the complications following the BCG. First one, the most common complications include the ulceration at the vaccination site and regional lymphadenitis. And the second one is rare, which is a keloid or lupus lesion, and osteomyelitis may develop. It is rare actually. Most common one is the ulceration at the vaccination site and regional lymphadenitis. And the third complication is very rare, and it is non-fatal meningitis. Progressive tuberculosis and disseminated BCG infection are reported in people with low immunity. It is rare actually. So the most common complication is ulceration at the vaccination site and regional lymphadenitis. Next, indications of BCG. Direct BCG means the BCG directly given to the newborn soon after the birth. This strategy is followed in India, and if BCG is not given at birth, it can be given later, maximum up to 6 years. Indirect BCG means the BCG given after performing tuberculin test. What are the contraindications? What are the contraindications to BCG vaccine? The BCG vaccine is contraindicated in HIV positive child and the child born to AFB positive mother, or AFB means acid fast bacillus positive mother. And it is contraindicated in child with low immunity, as well as in case of pregnancy, and in generalized eczema cases also it is contraindicated. What are the other uses of BCG? Let's see. BCG induces the non-specific stimulation of the immune system and thus provides protection against certain diseases such as leprosy and leukemia. Second use of BCG is the oncotype strains of BCG has been tried as an adjunctive therapy in malignancies such as bladder carcinoma. And next, let's discuss about the chemoprophylaxis. Tuberculosis chemoprophylaxis is a therapeutic measure for the prevention of infection by Mycobacterium tuberculosis, or to avoid the development of disease in the individuals already infected with it. Isoniazid for 1 year or isoniazid and ethambutol for 9 months has been tried. Some of the shortcomings of the chemoprophylaxis include: the first one, it is very expensive, and the second one is the risk of developing the tuberculosis is minimal in tuberculin reactors. Third one is side effects of the drug, and because of these above mentioned shortcomings, the INH prophylaxis can be restricted to high risk tuberculin reactors or people who are having latent TB but at risk. This include the persons with low immunity, including HIV infected persons, and persons with high risk of medical conditions or fibrotic chest lesions. And the third one, those who are in close contact with the tuberculosis patients. And here in these conditions, we are encouraging the use of chemoprophylaxis. And it's about today's video. If you like my video, please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Follow me on Instagram. The link of my Insta page is given in the description box. Thank you for watching. If you have any doubts, just comment in the comment box. Okay, if you like my video, give me a thumbs up. Okay, take care. Thank you for watching.